Hey, what's up? This is your girl Diamond. So I got a message from a little baby girl, and I want to share this with y'all. So let me read the message. Okay. All right. I need a little bit of advice from you, Diamond. My thing is that I live in the country, and baby, when I say country, I mean country. Cows, chickens, pigs. I'm literally the only girl in my city. So I'm like the oddball of my town. Although I have some girlfriends in my city, we are totally different. We live totally different lifestyles. And a lot of times, I just don't feel comfortable asking them for advice. Generally, I had a pretty easy transition, but here lately, I have been literally at war with fish, even at work. It is to the point now to where sometimes I dread going to work because I know it's going to be some bullshit and I never know what to expect. They're doing everything from spilling my tea to people, spilling my tea for me, posting shit about me online, text messages, just straight harassment, and etc. etc. I guess my question is, how do you deal with fish and not step out of character, lose my job, or go to jail? Ooh, this is a good subject. So okay, that was the message I got. So all right, baby, let me tell you how I relate to this whole situation. First of all, when I was 18, I moved to Walnut Grove, Mississippi. So understand that I know the kind of country you are exactly talking about. Walnut Grove, Mississippi is in Lee County, Mississippi, right in the middle of Mississippi, a little east of Jackson, northeast of Jackson. And it is dirt road, cows, chicken, pigs. Dirt roads where you could be driving down the street and you will see a cow in the middle of the street, and you got to get out of the car and push the damn cow out the road so you can go. Foolishness. um, just country, purple whole peas country. Everything closes at 8 or 9 o'clock. Nothing is open late night. Um, Everybody knows everybody. Anything happen, everybody knows it happens. Even the jobs that are that people have around, everybody works at the chicken plant. Everybody works at maybe pulling wood or something, some country ass job that everybody got. So since I moved there, I hated. I live with my mom, but I've always worked. I've always had a job, so I wanted to get a job too when I was young. So I was like, man, I want to get a job, but I was kind of worried because this is Mississippi and I'm a transgender woman. I didn't know how the job thing was gonna go here in Mississippi. There in Mississippi, um, so I filled out an application to go work at the chicken plant. They were hiring actually at the hatchery. Now, the hatchery of a chicken plant is what it sounds like, the hatchery, where they hatch the chickens. The thing that you do at the hatchery is they hatch the chickens at this place, but then they take the chickens to feed and grow at chicken houses. Now, at the chicken houses, um, that's what they go through the process of vaccinating the chickens and keep feeding them and keep them healthy. So the job that I end up getting for the hatchery was vaccinating the chickens. And what it is a group of us would all pile up in the van and we would go to to various chicken houses around the state of Mississippi. Puckett, Mississippi, Union, Mississippi, Forest, Mississippi, all these different small little towns where they have chicken houses, and we will go to the chicken house and vaccinate the chickens. Now, let me explain how it works. You go into these chicken houses, and there are these It's all dirt. In the chicken house, all dirt and chicken poo all over the ground. Um, it's a long chicken. I don't know if y'all ever seen a chicken house, but it's a long. It looks like a barn, but it's super long. Like it's short, not tall like a barn, but it's super, super, super long. And in that barn is these white chickens. They're like not full grown. They're like teenager chickens. I guess they're not full grown chickens, but they are like, they're not the little yellow kind of chickens, the little yellow chicklets, but they're not the full grown chickens. So they like in the middle, like teenager chicken or whatever. I don't know how to whatever it is. So it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Like, some of them there's some like 11,000, and then there's be like 7,000. It just be different, various numbers of them in the chicken house. So what the group would do, we would drive to that particular house, and we would set up two nets. We would set up a net right here. There would be a truck, a chicken truck. We will pull the net up to the chicken truck, and then we have one net here and the other net here. We will raise this net up, and this one is down. The men will go all the way to the back of the chicken house and kind of scare the chickens to where they will run into this area. And when we will let the net down, this net down, there will be a certain amount of chickens that will be stuck in this square of the net. So when we get the chickens there, the ladies and the guys too, because the guys will come back, we would catch the chickens, put them on the table. There will be like 4 people on the table. Put them on the 4 people on the table with the medicine. And they would have like this medicine. It's like this, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's blue. It depends on what vaccination we are giving them. And it would be needles, and we would stick it in the medicine, and then you stick it into the birds. So when you catch the chickens, you can't just catch one. You have to catch 4. So you will have one bird in this hand, this finger, and one bird in this finger, one bird in this finger, and one bird in this finger. You have to hold them a certain way by their wings. So when you lay the chickens on the table, you lay one here, and then it'll expose how it's a technique that you do. They'll teach you to pick them up. It will expose this part of the chicken wing, and when you do like this, put them on the table, somebody's standing right there, and they stick the needle into the chicken's wings, and then you flip it over. This one exposes the 2, and then you flip it over and expose the other 2, and they'll just stick the needle into each one of the wings, and that vaccinates the chickens. You take the ones you put them on the table, and they get stuck. You put them on the chicken in the chicken truck. It's like a doggy door on the truck in certain sections, and you just throw them in there and they go there. Once you get all of those chickens in that square, once we finish gathering all those chickens and putting those in the truck, we raise that net back up and go all the way to the back and start the whole process again until you're done with these thousands and thousands and thousands of chickens. Killing. The whole time that you are dealing with these chickens, they are shitting on you every fucking where. There's feathers going all around your hair. These chickens are strong, and they are fighting you. They're pecking you and scratching you and wearing you out. So I want you to get the visual of this. Now, the first week, I can't tell y'all how late this job was. This job was late. First of all, I am a girly girl. I love to get my nails done. I love to get my hair done. You can't get your nails done because these chickens are strong, and as you're trying to catch them, they will break your nails. So there's no point in getting them done because you're getting wore out. Feathers is going everywhere, so no point in getting your hair done because you're going to have feathers. So all the ladies look a hot mess because we all have our hair wrapped up. We all have on these, like these galoshes because we don't want to get our pants messed up because we're walking around in chicken boo-boo and dirt. And, then you're fighting with these chickens. So, first of all, the first time I got to doing this job, the chickens was pecking me, and I was feeling so sorry for them because these chickens. And I'm like, oh, are we hurting them? Da, 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 da. Honey, once they peck you that one good time, you fuck these motherfucking chickens. You kicking them and motherfucker, you wearing them out. And then they're strong. So my hands are weak at the time. You have to, just like, like working out. When you first work out, it breaks your muscle down and it hurts. Same thing happens with your hands. So when I first that first week, my motherfucking hands was like this, shaking, because they're so strong that I couldn't really grip them. But if you want to keep this job, you have to learn how to do it. So we learn them. After that first week, I get a hang of it. I'm able to grab them. Boom. It's good. Because they're not super strong, but they are strong enough to break your fucking nail. So therefore, they're strong enough to, you got to grip their ass. So I'm doing all of this kind of stuff. So anyway, that explains the job that we were doing. I'm rambling or whatever. So the whole time, now mind you, because we live in a small town, when I came to the small town, my tea was out, because my family, I was 18. I'm fairly new to my transition. Not new. I wasn't new, but I lived on my own before this. So I'm coming back to my mom's house. I was moving at 18. I was moving back in with my mom. So I had been living on my own. So it was new. It was still fresh and new to my mom adjusting to the situation. So she, of course, told my tea. People knew my tea also because they knew what my mama had. They knew my mama had, her firstborn was a boy. And they hadn't seen, because I hadn't been back to Mississippi since I was like 2 weeks old. Me being my mom, they knew my mom had a boy. Anyway, so all my tea was out. So when I'm coming to this job, the fish is being late, the trade is being late. They're asking me inappropriate questions. If a piece of trade is talking to me, we could not be talking about anything, nothing sexual, nothing freaky, nothing like that. We could just be having a conversation. If somebody sees us having a conversation, somebody, ooh, what you over there doing? To the trade. Just being so disrespectful and messy and asking me inappropriate questions like, how you got your titties? What's your real name? What's your boy name? What's the name that your mama gave you? All this kind of stupid shit. Just inappropriate stuff. They were making up lies about me having a sex change, about me tricking people at this little spot. That it just was so many messy ass shit that was going on at the job, where I was and at this time I'm young, so I had not grew up to the point where I'm controlling my emotions. I'm all about tranny power, and I am what I am, and you don't have to motherfucking accept me, bitch. You're not gonna disrespect me, motherfucker, and you're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. All that black ghetto girl stuff, I was that. So, I was hood, unrefined, still hood. I was that. So, first thing somebody said to me, I'm looking at them and rolling my motherfucking eyes and calling them all kinds of shit, arguing and getting into it with these bitches at my job. This is what I was doing. Boys and girls, whoever, you're late, I'm wearing you out. What's up? So that's what it was. I just got so frustrated with getting up in the morning. We would get up at like 4 a.m. just to drive to these fucking places. All these places, because we have to get up super early. If this place was far away, we would have to get up super early to make up for the time that is the travel time. So, to get up super early and have to get on this fucking van with all these same old people, dealing with the same bullshit, dealing with download shit, because you're not only dealing with that messy shit, you're dealing with trade being down low, trying to sneak you numbers and shit. Laughing and giggling with motherfuckers that's disrespecting you, but trying to sneak and have you, and that type of shit. You dealing with that dynamic. I'm dealing with the fact that my stepdad is also working. He's not my stepdad. He's my mom's boyfriend. Is also working in this situation, and I don't live for him because he's late. It's so many levels dynamic of what was going on at the time. And I just was to my limits of patience, and it got to the point where, although I needed a job, that I just quit. I was getting into it with people. The man was threatening to fire me, and if I'm causing all this kind of problems, and and it would be shit that they knew was going on that didn't have nothing to do with me. The people was fucking with me, but because I am the tranny, if the solution to the problem is remove the tranny, since you being a tranny is such a big problem, remove you, even if it's not your fault, remove you. I end up quitting the job, even though I needed the money. Even though I needed the money, I ended up quitting the job, and I regret that. Because you know what? What I should have did, what I really, really should have did, and this is my advice to you. This is a long-ass video, but this is my advice to you. To answer your question, I'm sorry for rambling. But to answer your question, grow up. That's my simple advice. Grow up. Because think about it. If you are a regular woman, you're transitioning to be a woman. So let's grow up and be a grown-ass woman. And if you were a regular woman and you had kids at home and you had responsibility that you had to take care of home, at home, there's no one person at your job that's going to make you lose that job. Because you're going to control your emotions like a grown-ass woman. You're going to learn how to act and ignore these ghetto-ass bitches that's trying to get you riled up to lose your job. Whatever you have to do. Because I know plenty of women that have issues at their job that don't lose their job because, honey, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but I'm not going to either respond to you, I'm not going to deal with you, I'm not going to deal with this situation. I'm just going to say, all right, fuck you, I'm here to do my job and do my job well, so I can keep my job and make my money and take care of my kids at home, take care of my bills, take care of what I need. Because at the end of the day, it's not about your pride, it's not about your ego, it's not about any of that bullshit. What this particular situation is about is your money. Your money. So you grow up and make your money a priority. Sit back, don't stop having conversations with these bitches. Stop dealing with the trade. Because another thing, the problem the tradies have is they dealing with trade at their job and in their apartment complex, which brings in all kinds of bullshit. Stop dealing with motherfuckers in your situation. Deal with people outside of it. But definitely grow up and make your money a priority. Now, if this is a non-money issue, then you go off and be ghetto and wear their ass out. But when it comes to your job and your money, you have to protect that and make that a priority. So grow up and say, hey, I'm going to be a grown woman about this situation. I'm not even going to talk to you. If I got to block you, you sending me texts, I'm blocking your ass. You talking shit about me on the internet, fuck that. Block them. Totally remove them out of your life. And don't discuss any of your tea with them. Here, sweetie, I'm here to do a job. You can do that. That's none of your business. Whatever they coming to you talking about, I'm here to do my job, baby. That stuff you talking, I ain't trying to disrespect you, but, I don't really feel like hearing that. I'm here to do my job. If you want to holler at me when we off work and not at work, try me then. But I'm at work right now at my job. I holler at you because I need my money. That's my advice to you. All right. This is your girl, Diamond. Have a good day.